The Prestige is directed by Christopher Nolan. It stars Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Michael Caine, Rebecca Hall, and Scarlett Johansson. The Prestige takes place in the late 19th century in London. This movie focuses on two magicians named Alfred and Robert. Both of them are friends until one day Robert's wife accidentally dies during a performance. Robert blames Alfred for her death, so after this event, they both become rival magicians. They try to sabotage each other's performances. Both of them try to prove who's the better magician between the two, and one day Alfred comes up with this trick that is known as the greatest trick of all time, and Robert sets out on a journey, and he becomes so obsessed in figuring out how to replicate this trick and still be the better magician. And that's all I can say in regards to the plot, because there is a lot to unpack here. The Prestige came out in 2006. It came out the year after Batman Begins. Batman Begins ended in a cliffhanger with the Joker being hinted that he will be in The Dark Knight, but Christopher Nolan didn't do The Dark Knight after Batman Begins. He did this movie. He did a very different type of film, period piece involving magicians, and I have to say, I think this film is so underappreciated. I absolutely adore The Prestige. I've been saying this for a lot during the Christopher Nolan review because he's my favorite director, but I have to be honest with you guys, I just think the guy is so talented. The Prestige is one of his best films, and I'm here to tell you why. I think The Prestige has one of the best scripts that I have ever seen put on screen. The script is so well written, it's so thought-provoking. Like Memento, each scene has so much detail, and similar to Memento, the more times you see it, the more times you catch more things that you didn't notice the previous viewing. Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman deliver one of their absolute best performances. Christian Bale is a magician that is very passionate about what he does, but as he goes more into being a magician, his career takes off. His wife is starting to be affected by it. You start to notice that he starts to change his character. Same with Hugh Jackman, who plays Robert. And during the time this movie came out, prior to The Prestige, Hugh Jackman was known for playing Wolverine, and he did a great job doing that role. But this is the first role where he showcased that he has a lot of range in his performance, and The Prestige, he delivers a lot of vulnerability. He delivers a performance that is so authentic, and you can really see how this obsession of wanting to be the better magician really drives him, you know? And that's what I love about this movie so much. It really focuses on the themes of obsession, jealousy, rivalry, and it'll show you how much a man is willing to go to be the better person. Because keep in mind, when I say two magicians rival, I'm not talking about harmless, things that, oh, there is one fun trick and maybe this guy is mad in one scene and then he's over at the other. No, these kind of rivalry that happens, there is tragic consequences. People die, okay? And it just gets crazy from there. This movie has a lot of twists and turns. There's one big reveal at the end that, despite the fact that I've seen this movie multiple times, it still manages to surprise me in every single way. I think this film is so brilliant in terms of its direction. The cinematography is so beautiful. You really feel like this movie does take place in the late 19th century, and that's thanks to the production design, the way the movie looks, the way the movie is shot. I can't praise this movie enough. And similar to Memento, I say similar to Memento, but keep in mind, the two are not really alike. I just say similar to Memento because this is actually told in a non-linear fashion as well. Although I do believe that if someone were to watch it, they wouldn't be as confused as they would if they were to watch Memento, because the non-linear fashion, the non-linear storyline, it's told in a way where everyone can understand it. Rebecca Hall delivers a very good performance. Michael Caine, Scarlett Johansson delivers one of her better performances, in my opinion. And you know who else is in this movie? David Bowie. David Bowie plays Tesla, and he's awesome in it. And Andy Serkis, he has a small role as well. This is a film that is so incredible in terms of its score, in terms of every technical department and the storytelling and the acting, like I already said before. I absolutely love The Prestige. If you like magic, you're going to like this movie. If you like Christian Bale, if you like Hugh Jackman, you're going to like this film. If you like a movie that is perfectly paced, it's enthralling all the way through, you're going to like The Prestige. This movie is underappreciated, and I have some theories as to why it might be. Maybe because people wanted to see The Dark Knight right away, and they couldn't because Christopher Nolan made this movie after Batman Begins instead of making The Dark Knight right away, and maybe people didn't want to watch it. Also, coincidentally, this movie was released in 2006, and if you guys don't remember, 2006 was an incredible year for movies. Like, a plethora of just great films came out that year. And there's a movie called The Illusionist, which came out in 2006, and it came out in a span of 2 months from The Prestige. And The Illusionist, it stars Edward Norton, and it's also about a magician, but these two are very different from each other. It's just coincidence that they came out around the same time, and they both follow magicians. But, yeah, I know that movie was more popular than this, so perhaps that's why. But in any case, I think this is easily one of his best. It's one of Nolan's best. Christopher Nolan has consistently proving himself to be such a phenomenal director, and this film shows no different than that. I'm going to give The Prestige a 10 out of 10. This review is a little vague, but I want to convince people to see it because I feel like it's so underseen. And yeah, that's my review of The Prestige. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll be reviewing The Dark Knight next. One of probably his most famous movie. So, can't wait to review that for you guys, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Alright, see you guys.